Today we're doing what we call jacked up ramen noodles. It's great for the kids. I mean, there's probably not very many kids that don't like ramen noodles. However, I jack them up. So I'm going to point you towards the stove. I do have a wok that I use for this, only because I just think it's cool. Yeah, there you go. So we got the wok here. Turn the fire on. I need some olive oil. So what I've done is I cut up 3 chicken breasts. You can use whatever chicken you have. It's easier to use boneless because you got to cut it up. You can even like skip this step and use one of those rotisserie chickens from Sam's for $5. That works. I have done this. That was olive oil. I have done this without sesame oil, and it's all right. Usually I do it without because I forget to buy it. And sesame oil is super potent, so go very easy on it because you will not like the end result if you don't. So I'm gonna put, okay, well I have a spoon over here. This is like, what, a soup spoon kind of thing. So I'm gonna put 1 of those in there. So it's probably like a tablespoon. That's enough. Enough, enough, enough. We're gonna let that heat up. I'm gonna find some ginger over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. That's one thing about not having doors on your cabinets. I'll tell you that story one of these days. Oh gosh, okay, I'm trying to get this. My son ran off. I thought I was gonna accidentally get him in the thing, but he's camera shy and not feeling it. Okay, got that ready. Okay, so this is hot. I have 3 chicken breasts cubed, cut up on my little hand cutting board. Got the olive oil and the sesame oil in there. I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder on it and some ground ginger. Like I said, I usually have some of the real stuff, which I don't know why, because I don't like dealing with it. So I usually use ground ginger. It's pretty much to taste. I don't have any specific measurements, which I know you guys like, but I try to do the best I can, and I just can't. Alright, so we're going to stir this around. Here comes Hunka Hunka. Hold on. Hunka Hunka.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
It's Father's Day this past weekend. We had a great Father's Day. He is the most awesomest dad. While that is cooking, I'm going to tell you a little story. Maybe? So, I wonder if I can get my son down here. Where's my hair? It's crazy. So I had my son in 2006. His birth father has never been in the picture. He kind of hung around a little bit the first year, but after that, he peaced out on that little deal. So I was a single mom for a very long time, and I knew that my son, wanted a father, and I wanted to be able to give that to him. And I was very overwhelmed in the early days, so I didn't date. I did not even go on a first date until Max was about like 7. And, you know, my mom had a parade of men in my life, and I didn't want to do that to him, and I wouldn't. I mean, that's just not even my style. So anyway, hang on, gotta stir the chicken around. Hey, tell Max to come down here a second, please. Scott, Hunka Hunka, he came into our life a little over 2 years ago. And he is the most amazing man. I've said on quite a few videos that he's my one in a million, and he really is. Like, I had made such horrible choices with men, just disasters. I finally made a list, and I'm like, I am not settling. I'm not settling. I mean, there's some compromise on some things, but there were some things on that list that I was not going to settle. Huh? Oh, Max is busy. For real. Okay. So Scott comes into our life, and he's like super transparent. He doesn't try any shifty moves. He's just all in it. Actually, it scared me. It scared me because I'm not used to that. I was not used to being treated well, and I was not used to men who didn't lie. Sorry, guys. It was really the choices I made. It's not that there aren't good guys out there. There are. But I was stupid. Start this around again. So, okay. You get the picture on all that. So, last year... okay, wait, back up. So, the first summer we met, Scott mentioned, you know, adopting Max. And I, like, bristled, you know, because that's my baby. And I've always had executive decision-making rights. And I just, you know, to share him would be a huge thing for me. So, you know, that just kind of fizzled out, that conversation. But that very same day that we had a conversation, I came in the house and Max was drawing a picture, and I mentioned it to him because, you know, I talked to him. I've always talked to him about things because I just have. I've never baby talked to him. I never did anything like that. So anyway, we were talking about it. He was drawing this picture, so he shows me the picture, and he had signed his name with Scott's last name on the picture, and I was like, oh my gosh! Oh, look at this shirt. It says, "Blessed by God, spoiled by my husband, and protected by both of them." True story. So, Scott adopted Max last summer, and I just can't. We just love him. He is the most wonderful man for us, really. He truly is. Probably shouldn't say this, but I've always kind of said it. His ex-wife, I thank her. I thank his ex-wife, because without her filing for divorce, I would have never been able to spend the rest of my life with such a wonderful man. And my son would have never had the wonderful dad that he has now. I mean, he is just amazing. Alright, so let's go back to this chicken. It's just about done. I can get you there without dropping everything. Kind of getting used to this little doohickey here. Okay, so see the chicken? Just about done. So there's a few pink spots, but it's done enough for this step. So I have a little, you know, my favorite pasta bowls. So I'm gonna take the chicken out. Bam. It'll have time to cook in a later step. There's really not a lot of steps to this. It's definitely something you can make after work on the weekend when you don't really feel like cooking too much. So I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. Just a little bit. And I'm going to add just a little bit more sesame oil. Not as much as we did the first time. So we got that going. I have some frozen vegetables. I like to put a lot of vegetables in this. I did. That's a lot. We like to eat a lot of vegetables, but they definitely don't put enough in that dry little packet. So I had a bag of mixed vegetables, and I had a couple bags of whatever those broccoli, carrots, snap peas, and water chestnuts. I would be fine with just this if they were bigger bags, but they weren't. So we're just going to stir that around. That corn has a silk on it. And, hold on. This is my wok lid pizza pan. Woo! We'll set that on there for a second. I want to tell you about things to do in West Virginia. I try to drop some of these things with you. So we're going to do that while this cooks. So hang on one second. I had to get my other phone because I send these things to myself. There is some railroads here in West Virginia that are super cool, and there are some hidden waterfalls. And I saw this on Facebook, and I've seen some of these waterfalls. It's under West Virginia Tourism, and if you go there, it says Discover Hidden. I don't know if you can see that. Discover Hidden Waterfalls. Our state is full of them, obviously, because of the mountains. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We don't want to hear that. And where is... Explore the Potomac Eagle Scenic Railroad. Now, I have not done this myself. Again, this was on... Why is it? Why? I am trying to talk about railroads, and makeup videos are coming on. It's not working out. I'm not sure why. Let's try it one more time. 3 is a charm, right? 3 is a charm. Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not working out. But anyway, go to West Virginia Tourism. There's a lot of things to do on there. There's caves here, Oregon caves, lots of waterfalls, lots of water issues, river issues, rivers and lakes. Of course, my favorite lake is Summersville Lake because that's where I'm from. And I know I said it's on another video, but it's still just so funny. That lake was man-made, and it was built over a little town called Gad, G-A-D. So when it was built, they couldn't call it Gad Dam, so they called it Summersville Dam. I just think that's so funny. Okay, let's check the vegetables. That's a little hot. Stuff. Alright. So we got the vegetables going on in there. I set them out earlier so, you know, they weren't frozen hard as a rock. There's another corn silk. What does it do? Okay. So the vegetables are getting there. I'm going to put the chicken back in. Oh, yeah. I don't add any salt here because the Ramen Ramen, which way is the right way? I'm not sure. Packets have a lot of sodium in them, so we don't want to add to that. Alright, so we're going to put the chicken back in. You can do this with any meat. I've done it with beef before, done it with pork before. Obviously, there's more vegetables than meat. But that's Even better. This is great if you have a lot of kids or your kid has a lot of friends, like when a posse comes over. This is great. So I've already taken these ramen noodles out of the packages, and I'm just going to lay them right on top of this. Just like that. Just kind of push them down in there. I'm going to put 2 of the chicken flavor packets. There's 4, but I'm only using 2. If you want to use all of them, you can, and I have. But, you know, the high blood pressure thing is an issue in this house, so if people want more salt, they can do it themselves. Alright, so we got that. Now we need some liquid, right? I got teriyaki. It's $1 a bottle, alright? I'm going to put at least half of this bottle in there. Don't judge me. Just do what I do. Okay, I might even end up putting more in there. So I've got that going in there, and I'm going to put some water in there, and I will measure this. I'm going to put it in this bowl. Hold on. I've never measured this before, so just bear with me. This is 3 cups of water. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to bring it, let it come to a boil. 3 cups is probably going to be good. Okay, I'm going to let it come to a boil. All the noodles are going to be soft. See if you can get down in there a little bit. So, if you want to use more ramen, you can. There's 3 of us here this evening. There will be leftovers, which is awesome. One of Max's friends is supposed to come over either later or tomorrow. And he loves this too. So there'll be enough for them to snack on and us to have tonight. Oh, there's Charlie. I love Charlie. He was a rescue from Roane County. Oh, that's another thing. In West Virginia, we go by counties. They'll be like, where are you from? We'll say Kanawha County, Boone County, Mingo County, you know, whatever. Other states don't do that. They actually say a city. I was working in North Carolina one time and came out of the movies, and I heard somebody yell, Boone County! And I knew what it was. Whoever it was, some woman, she'd seen my license plate on my car from West Virginia, and so I was like, Nicholas County! It's just, everybody was looking at us like we were stupid, but we knew what we were doing. It's West Virginia language. But anyway, he came from Roane County. Charlie, you want to say hey? Say root, root, root. No, he's not going to say hey. He's waiting. He's waiting for the chicken. Alright, so I'm going to put my wok lid pizza pan back on here. And I'm going to let it cook for about 5 minutes or so. But I'm not going to keep the video going through that, and I have yet to figure out how to pause this. I'm going to try to pause it. I see a new button, and then I'll be back. If not, the done picture will be in the thumbnail. Okay, I'm back. I can't believe I figured out how to put that on pause. So the noodles are done. You know, it doesn't take them very long to get done. And the other thing with this recipe, see all the ramen noodles? So just kind of squish them all up together. The other thing about this is, you know, like, it's a great leftover thing, and if you need to make more noodles for it, you can, not hard. So let me plate this up. I'm a big fan of these pasta balls, you know that. Get a hunk of fed. I just got home from work. I'll put a little bit of the ramen in there. Woo. And then scoop around some of these vegetables and chicken. Put it right there on top. and we like it. Ramen's probably not the most healthy dish in the world, but this is quick and easy. You've got some vegetables in there for the kids. Can you see that? Yum! Alright, see you next time.